Hi everyone, Brett McRae here with Northern Ag TV with your latest farm and ranch news. The Montana Farm Bureau Federation is applauding a recent injunction against federal beneficial ownership information filing requirements for farmers and ranchers and other small businesses. Under the Corporate Transparency Act enacted by Congress in 2021, small businesses are required to file their ownership information by the end of this year or face steep fines. However, a federal judge has halted the enforcement of the law during litigation brought by a Texas small business. Montana Farm Bureau President Cindy Johnson says her organization appreciates the temporary reprieve the injunction allows, but advises producers to be prepared to file if it is lifted. And bovine tuberculosis has been detected in South Dakota for the first time since 2021. Routine testing identified the animal at a Wisconsin packing plant, and records linked the steer to a Hamlin County feedlot in northeastern South Dakota, which marketed the animal. The state veterinarian's office is working closely with the feedlot owner as well as other producers who may have sold animals purchased by the feedlot, USDA officials, and area veterinarians to locate the steer's source herd. The U.S. has nearly eliminated bovine TB due to a cooperative eradication campaign, and South Dakota has officially been recognized as free of the disease since 1982. Farm income has fallen $41 billion over the past 2 years, according to reports from USDA compiled by the American Farm Bureau. Farm Bureau economist Daniel Munch says the latest reports from the Department of Agriculture do little to alleviate concerns about the financial pressure farmers face heading into 2025. This year, net farm income is projected at more than $140 billion, down more than 26% since the peak in 2022. Some of the factors to blame for reduced farm income are low commodity prices, weaker global demand, increased competition in international markets, rising costs, and diminishing government payments. However, economists do say that livestock markets, specifically cattle prices, have increased profitability for some operations. We're back with Northern Ag TV after this.
From the beginning, we've worked closely with farmers. BNSF's ties to the agricultural community go back 175 years. Together, we've innovated to make the U.S. agriculture supply chain one of the most efficient and productive in the world. Our strong relationship powers BNSF still today and helps us move the nation like no one else can. At BNSF, we move the nation for you.
Talking with someone that you know is stressed out, those are difficult things to approach, but if you're good friends with those people, reach out and say, I'm here to talk to you. We can find somewhere to get some assistance. It's hard to get involved, but at the same time, you want to just say, hey, there is help available.
For more tips in dealing with stress in agriculture or for free counseling for egg producers, visit beyondtheweather.com.
Hi everyone, Brett McRae back here with Northern Ag TV. Well, cattle markets were a little lower yesterday despite robust cash cattle trade out in the country. Some of the negative influences on that market could be from USDA's most recent World Egg Supply and Demand Estimates report, in which the Department of Agriculture slashed ending stocks for corn, obviously a major input into those fed cattle, by 200 million bushels. And also increased some of the other demand factors for corn, including ethanol production and exports. So that could have an effect on the positive price outlook for that commodity going forward. Meanwhile, cash cattle trade this week already up $3 to $5 yesterday afternoon, averaging $1.94 for live deals and $3.01 on the dress basis. The Pays Blue Ribbon stock cow and bred heifer sale sold more than 7,400 head of replacement females this week at the public auction yards in Billings. Young cows coming 2 through 4 years old traded from $2,900 up to $3,525 per head, averaging $3,145. Lighter feeder lambs as much as $37 higher this week in Sioux Falls. 70 to 79 pound lambs from $215 to $240. Wheat and grain markets ran into some technical resistance yesterday after 7 sessions of higher trade for Kansas City March futures. USDA's December WASDE unearthed optimism for the market, forecasting more demand opportunities for U.S. grain commodities and lower domestic stocks for both corn and wheat. And one brief announcement before we wrap up Northern Ag TV. This actually will be my last video report for the Northern Ag Network, as I'm leaving to go back home to the family farm and ranch. But before I leave, I want to say it has been an absolute honor to serve the producers of Northern Ag Network country, and I will always have a special place in my heart for this company. For the last time, I'm Brett McRae on the Northern Ag Network.